I have discovered the secret to playing in the high register. The trumpet, the way I learned the trumpet is that it has this feel of disclosing secrets about the way it works to me. And it's interesting that people can tell you something, but until it has that aspect of, oh, I see, this is what I need to do, we don't learn it. Well, I had one of those I see aha moments with learning to play in the high register. And by high register for me, I don't mean double C, I just mean high C, and or possibly a D, if I'm lucky, an E. So this is my secret anyway, that I've discovered about playing in the high register. And it involves, well, the first thing we hear when we learn to play seriously, when we learn to study the instrument, is that to play in the high register, you need to move air faster. It's about faster air, not more air, but faster air. And I heard that many years ago, but I didn't know what to do with that, because faster air means blow harder. And if that's the way we interpret it, and if that's the way we approach it, then we're toast. That does not work. So what does it mean? Well, this is my understanding. And there are two things that have to happen. The first is to achieve faster air. The first has to do with the Venturi effect. So assuming that we have a steady column of air coming up and going through and being delivered to a steady column of air being delivered to our chops, then, and it took me many years to get what I think is a pretty good approximation of that, then we need to know what to do with that air. How do we accelerate the air? And here is the secret that, for me, that made the whole thing make sense. To accelerate the air, we do not push harder. We do not deliver any more air as we ascend, but instead we constrict the passage of air through the oral cavity by raising your tongue. So yes, this is a tongue level thing, but it's coupled with a very concerted effort not to increase the air or increase the push as we go up. So the first thing is, and what you get then is the Venturi effect, which means that as the air goes through a smaller passageway, it accelerates. And it accelerates by itself. It's just a physical law. That as the passage of air gets smaller, as the tube gets smaller, the air accelerates. So the acceleration is done for us if we simply constrict the mouth cavity before the air gets to the lips. So that's part one of how to accelerate, of how to play in the higher register. So let me see if I can demonstrate it. I'll just try to play chromatically from C in the staff to high C, and I'm going to try not to deliver any more air, just a steady push, but instead allow my mouth cavity to accelerate the air into the mouthpiece.